It's me Capo back with another Call of Duty mobile video. I know you guys are excited about the new stuff that is coming to the game, but at the same time you're also excited to see what is going to return in Season 1, the things you missed the first time. So today we're going to be looking at everything that returns in Season 1. We're going to start with something still unclear, that is whether the Mythic AK47 Radiance returns or not. Usually for a Mythic to return, it should have been at least 1 year from the initial release. But if you look at the AK47 Radiance, that was just 8 months ago. So there's a little problem there, whether this is the right time to get Mythic AK47 back. But there's an exception. Do you remember we got the CBR4 Amiibo out of nowhere, and that was just after 7 months of the initial release. I don't know whether that was accidental or they wanted to do some quick sales. All of other Mythics, pretty much all of them, came out after 1 year of the initial release. And right now, the AK47 Radiance is not in the schedule, so unfortunately we may not see it in Season 1. But remember, this is not confirmed yet. Let's move on to the other returning stuff. From January 22nd to February 11, we are going to get the Epic Character Blind Box. In this box, we are going to get 4 characters that were already released. And you can buy this and get any of these characters for your account. And on January 23rd to February 12th, we are going to get the Glided Gloves crate. This crate is special because this came out because of Lunar New Year back in the day. And in this crate, we are going to get my favorite boxing gloves. So far, this is the best set of gloves we have in the game, and it looks sick with completionist camos too. So if you missed it last time, you'd love to get it this time. Also in this crate, we are going to get a Scarlet Rhodes skin. Then on February 8th to February 28th, we are going to get the Best Served Call crate. In this crate, we are going to get a Jax the Chef skin and some good stuff. Now unfortunately, we recently got a reskin of the Jax the Chef inside of the Battle Pass. That was literally this skin but a little bit pink. But man, this guy looks like Hitman in a disguise. And you already know from January 18th to February 7th, we are going to get the Off to the Races crate with the legendary Snowboard. I made a separate video about this few weeks back. From February 15th to March 7th, we are going to get the Graffiti Bomb crate. This is basically a Battle Royale crate with a lot of vehicle skins, including a Snowboard, and they are all graffiti. So if you are into these graffiti type of skins, you definitely love it. Then from February 15th to March 7th, we are going to get 4 crates. The first crate is the Hotspot crate. This was a popular crate back in the day, but I don't know whether right now it makes any sense to buy these type of skins. And then we get the Amethyst crate with some really good looking ferrofluid skins. To be honest, I like these type of skins. And we are going to get the Outbreak crate, which is a very special crate. And the specialty is that this range is pay to win. You can literally teleport with this range in the Undead Siege mode. So back in the day, it was so fun. This might be another hint of Undead Siege coming back in upcoming seasons. Can't wait for it. And then also we are going to get the Zombie Mob Guard skin, which is a really good epic skin. Not only that, we are also going to get the Emerald Steel crate. I'm not so excited about this crate because this was in the For You section for a long time if I'm not mistaken. And guess what? From February 20th to March 12th, we are going to get the Road Killer crate with one of my favorite skins, the Ruin the Getaway skin, which literally is a biker skin. Also with this crate, we are going to get a Kilo 141 skin, which is not pay to win, but it comes with a different design, which is very cool. And finally, from February 22nd to March 14th, we are going to get the Undead Raider crate. And many people believe that the character skin, Zombie Ranger, is Ghost Simon Riley after death, where he gets up after his death, like a zombie or something like that. However, this is not confirmed by Call of Duty. That is literally based on the outfit, which is similar to Ghost in Call of Duty Online, if I'm not mistaken. So those are pretty much everything we are going to see back in the store. And now let's see the balance changes that we can expect from Season 1. Starting from KN44, now the chest multiplier is increased, and they have also improved the damage range and damage profile. So KN44 is now a better gun than what it was before. Moving on to the HAK30, they have done a huge buff where the arm multiplier is increased from 1.1 to 1.2. That is when you equip the normal magazine, but when you equip the larger magazine, the multiplier is even more, where you get 1.4 instead of 1.2 we had previously. So that's a huge buff. Maybe we will see HAK30 meta. For the DRH, they have improved the damage range, and the bullet spread accuracy is also improved. And as usual, M13 got a buff where they have reduced the reload time, and the hit flinch is also reduced, which is really good. The ADS time is also reduced by just 10 milliseconds. ADS time will not make a huge difference, but the hit flinch, that is going to make a huge difference. And finally, Odin got a buff. They have fixed something that is wrong with the gun, that's the bullet speed. It is really low right now, so they have increased it by 150 meters per second. That's cool. And the damage multiplier is 1.05 now. Damage multiplier is not that huge, but bullet speed is really going to help it. Then for the RT50, when you equip the MIP stopping power reload, the ADS time is reduced and damage is increased. Then for the QQ9, they have improved the range, and the damage of the 30 round mag is also improved. Not just the damage, the low arm damage multiplier is also increased from 1 to 1.1, and most importantly, they have decreased the horizontal recoil. I'm so happy with that because we can control the vertical recoil, but it's so hard to control the horizontal recoil. Then for the RUS, since we got a legendary last season, they have done a minor buff that is decreasing the ADS time by 20 milliseconds. Not really going to make a huge difference. And they have buffed the switchblade again. Now it will have radius flinch, and the damage profile is increased. For the HS2126 shotgun, they have buffed it, and now the fire interval between burst is reduced, and they have decreased the vertical recoil. I'm here trying to get a kill with this, I can't. It doesn't work in long ranges. For the PKM, ADS movement speed is immensely increased and the ADS time is decreased too. So it's a buff. For the SPR, probably because we got a brand new legendary, the range and damage profile is improved. This is good because sometimes it's a hit maker, but mostly it's not. So I don't know whether this buff is necessary or not. Then we have J358. It's already good to be honest, but they have made it better by improving the damage range and also reducing the reload time. For Reneti, the fire interval between burst is now reduced by 45 milliseconds, and I tell you, Reneti is a beast of a pistol, can literally one burst you. So when they make this buff, it's unstoppable. Reneti is so underrated unfortunately. Then we have Shorty, where both the base damage and the slug damage is improved, and for the LK9 they have improved the damage and range. They are really working on pistols next season. Moving on to another assault rifle, we have ASM10, now with improved range, and when you equip the Ranger barrel, the range bonus is now increased from 20% to 25%, and when you equip the Marksman barrel, the range is increased from 27.5 to 33%. That's huge. I believe a lot of people will use it in Battle Royale from next season. For the LK24, they have improved damage profile for both multiplayer and Battle Royale. And then we move on to Acewell, and they have done some really good stuff with Acewell. They have improved the stability of the recoil animation, even with the pay-to-win iron sight like Acewell Reduction or Mythic or even the Legendary. Currently it's so hard to use it, but what they have done is that they have decreased the intensity of the firing animation, which is the visual shade, and when they make it correct, it will be so easy to use the gun. So we can expect a lot of people using Acewell again. For the Chicom, they have decreased the horizontal recoil, and now it will also have improved range and damage profile. Chicom is actually great right now. You should try it in ranked. And as another burst gun, the KSP45 is also buffed, where now it will have improved range. They have done some interesting changes to melee, which not a lot of melee users will like, but I'm totally happy with the decreased overall launch distance. That's alright, but what they have done with all melees will now have the same launch distance of 1.3. That doesn't make any sense, guys, especially if we take a melee like the boxing gloves or the karambit, where we can do multiple melee attacks in a very short amount of time. Lowering the range is okay, but if you take a melee weapon like the axe, where it takes forever to do the second attack, it doesn't make any sense to have the same range. It should be different, because there's obviously a difference, right? What do you guys think about that? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Then especially only for the Battle Royale, the Codite will have improved damage profile, and the same is going to happen for the PPS H41. I'm a little amazed because these two are SMGs where we are supposed to play in close range, but with the shotguns in Battle Royale, especially when HSO4 is ground loot, does it make any sense? I highly doubt it. Then if we talk about other stuff in the game, they have nerfed the TAC5 operating skill, where now the health bonus is now reduced from 70 to 50, and the charging rate is decreased. For the reactor core, they have decreased the mobility when the skill is active, which is again unnecessary in my opinion. Then for the Ballista EM3, the detection range is reduced from 25 to 20 meters, and the damage range is also reduced. For the Death Machine, the chest multiplier is improved, and the initial fire rate is also improved, so that's a buff. War Machine is also buffed, where we have improved explosive radius and improved minimum blast damage. That's going to be a beast in very close range. It already is, but you know what I mean. And the restock perk, now they have improved the recharge time from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. This is probably because his Stim is coming. They want to make his Stim overpowered. For the UAV, they have decreased the overall duration. The Launcher Plus perk, improved reserve ammo bonus, is now 2 instead of 1. That's cool if you're into those. And that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon. Watch my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.